that got posted. As you know, it's your boy Boogie Black from Dragon Sight Knowledge. Today I'm going to be hopefully dropping some birthday readings to the ones that comment on this video, obviously while live. If you see this video afterwards and you have a question about your birthday, catch me on live. I'm trying to be a little bit more frequent with it. I definitely always try to do one on Thursdays at the most. But if I got time before work, hey, I'll drop some birthday readings for y'all. Um, but I'm also gonna do a little snippet about what is knowledge. I don't think enough people really kind of question what knowledge actually is and kind of breaks down like that word. And even with me, I know the basics of that word. I mean, I know it to a full extent. I'm still learning, but I'm pretty sure that it's something that we really need to talk about. I mean, literally, the YouTube page that this is going to be going on is called Dragon Sight Knowledge. So we'll talk about that here in a second. Um, so just to give y'all a little insight, I know I don't got nobody watching right now, so a little birthday reading today is February 16th, 2026. So for all the children born on today, as they grow older, because you do come into this world with kind of like an imprint of your energy already there, because you're going to come in with that birth date, you're going to come in with the stars and the planets in a certain alignment. If you're born now, you're still born in the year of the pig. You're not born in not the year of the pig. You're born in the year of the snake. You're not born in the year of the horse yet. That doesn't happen for another 2 more days. On the 17th, that's when we switch over from the snake to the horse. So just on a day like today, the 16th, that's a 7. So people born on February 17th in general um, are going to be, they're going to be, I'm not going to say smarter than the average person, but the way of things is going to be deeper, a little bit more elaborate than what people would normally have. It's like when you see Tony Stark sitting there and he has a computer all up and he has all these tabs going on. That's going to be their way of thinking. And it can show up in a whole bunch of different ways. You don't know exactly which way it can show up. Like with me, it's astrology, numerology, helping people, uplifting people, anything that allows me to help people feel free inside their own skin, inside their own mind, and while we walk around in this system. I'm born on 25th. That's a different version of a 7, though. This 7 strength, though, is going to be a little bit more when it comes to family, because it has that 1 and that 6. So they're going to be a little bit more family oriented, and they're going to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to their intelligence. But when it comes to their family, it's probably where their intelligence is going to lie the most, because 7's number of genius. They won't have that big a friend group unless there's more things in the energetic blueprint that allows them to have more friend groups. This number is also an introverted number. So, unless you got more stuff to counterbalance it, that's what you got. Hey, thank you very much for showing up. Man, you know how many times I get told I look like T-Pain? Yo, how y'all doing? Like I said, I wish I had that T-Pain money. Hey, while everybody's on here, like I said, I'm doing birthday readings. If you got a question about your birthday, go ahead and drop it in the comments, and I'll give you a little snippet about it. But right now, I'm talking about, I'm going over actually today's date and how it works. So to get to the rest of it, you have February, which is the second month. You add that to the 16. So you got June 19. Oh, let me get the year too, because that's really important. And I got something special about the 19 a little bit. But yeah, you got June 19th. And I don't know if I got it restricted to where y'all got to wait like every 30 seconds to make a comment. But just based on the 19th itself, 98. Oh, good to go. So just based on the 19th itself, if you add 1 plus 9 gives you 10, 1 plus 0 gives you 1. So that means you got male energy behind you. That's the number of the leader. You're assertive. And its number is argumentation, which means like you may or may not be a person that likes to argue for argument's sake, but it normally doesn't mean that. It just means that you're not afraid of an argument. You like to do things your own way. You kind of like to be like in the front runner. And then being in and then 19 is born with a special quality. It's like really unique per person. I'm trying to really locate that, but the 19th, there's something very unique about that number. Eventually I will have that answer for you. So when you got June, you got 6 plus 1 equals 7 plus 9 is 16 plus 1 17 plus 9 is 28 plus 9 is 37 plus 8 is that going 43. So you're a 7. Oh, word. Got you. And that's just part of it. So you're a 7 life path, which means, hey, look, I was just talking about sevens. You got the number of the genius with you. And so now, like for those that haven't seen my videos yet, the number 7 is the number of the genius, number of the loner, number of the thinker. It's the most spiritual number out there too. It is also a number of health events. So you got to pay attention to that, especially since you got that male energy. There's chances like maybe not now. I don't know how your health is in life, but eventually you might come across a point to where you might get injured quite often because 7 is involved with that. People who have that number like me and like you, they have to pay attention to health a lot. What's it called? But at the same time, like I said, your way of thinking is going to be deeper. Your way of thinking is going to be more elaborate than most people. You're actually going to confuse people with a lot of the ways that you come to the conclusions that you have. Hey. And like I said, your friend group may not be that big. But 7 is an introverted number, but that 1 is more extroverted, so that may allow you to have more friends than you normally would have. And then also being born in 98, that's born in the year of the tiger. So one thing about tigers, your emotions. So like I said, the tiger, the horse, and the dog are part of the same trine. I call those the quote-unquote airhead trines. But their emotions lie in their mind, body, and soul. For the tiger, your emotions are mostly in your head, so you're more reactive to your emotions mentally than the other two are, and you kind of need a little bit of time to kind of process your emotions than most people like to give you. And that's one thing you're going to have to work on your whole life. I mean, like, you're not that much younger than me. Well, no, you're about 11 years. No, you're only about 9 years younger than me. No, 10 years, my bad. I was born in 88. 10 years younger than me, so, but you're about 27 right now. Oh, thank you very much for 7. Oh, yes, thank you. So just keep track of those emotions, and with the 1 to 7 combo, just know, and if I'm not mistaken, you'd be a Gemini too. So yeah, no, just try not to play too many mind games with people. That's a recipe to actually where things may backfire on you quite a bit. And just try to understand people more on their level. But really, if they don't want to accept you on your level, you don't have them around you. You need people that's going to be around you on your level. And yeah, no, that's what I got for your birthday. So if anybody else got any more birthdays, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I got more. I'm getting this in before I go to work, so I'm having fun with it. We're getting back on to the knowledge, right? So we all know the word knowledge, and if you break it down, you got 2. You got know and ledge, right? So I don't know what the ledge part means, but it's to know. So one thing I want to compare it to real quick is the word believe. So believe, if you look at the word believe, in the middle of it is B-E-L-I-E, right? You see that L-I-E? Lie. So if you believe something, you don't truly know whether or not something's correct, and that's what they teach you. But they teach us this whole life. What do you believe in? What do you believe in that? Do you believe in this? When in all actuality, all belief means is that you don't truly know whether it's true or not. You have to believe, which means you have to convince yourself that whatever it is you're believing in is correct. But when you have knowledge of something, true knowledge of something, you know whether it's correct or not, right? So I'm coming up here and sharing this information with you, and I know the information telling you is correct. But I also know that I'm still I got a whole lifetime to live, and that the information that I gain as my life continues to move forward is going to get higher and higher and higher. So I know for a fact that I'm going to have a different version of information that I told y'all today. I'm going to have it different 5 years from now. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to take another second. Go ahead. Like I said, I'm doing birthday readings too. If you're curious about what's going on in your birthday, I already did one today. I love doing them. And if you have a question, like if you want to drop your birthday and you want to add a question, like if you're having trouble with something in your life, or everybody knows it's February, everybody knows it's the month of love. If you got relationship questions, career questions, things of that nature. Oh man, I said month of love and everybody dropped out. But yeah, no, go ahead and drop your birthday in, put a question to it. And then yeah, I'm gonna do what if you see this video afterwards, go ahead and drop me a comment afterwards. Maybe I'll give you some information afterwards. So I was thinking about today. So you go to school, right? You taught all the stuff in school. You taught math, you taught science, you taught all these different categories. And you learn all that. Now, some people end up further than that, they go to college. and they end up learning more stuff. But all that knowledge, until you get to a certain point, that's just knowledge you believe in, because they make you think that you know that knowledge. But how deep you got to go to get to the concrete proof whether or not that knowledge is truly what it is? How many times have you learned something in school and had to unlearn it when you got out because it wasn't the truth? When I was going to school, we had Columbus Day. They taught me, hey, Columbus, he found America. Come to find out, no, he didn't. He had help, and then come to find out, the dude never even made it to America. So how do you know that the knowledge that you learned in school is the truth? Therefore, you have to believe the knowledge that you learned in school. The only way that you're gonna really know is that if you continue to pursue the knowledge that you want to learn and get to the root cause of what that is. Like, there's a lot of people now talking about politics. They're talking about people's personalities. They're talking about how things work, but not too many people are actually going out to the sources. Like, how many people believe dinosaurs exist, but never dug up a dinosaur bone themselves? Or let alone been to a museum. How many? Like here's one. We were told that slaves from Africa that were sold by their own people were brought over to America. And we have all these ancient relics. We have all these ancient things that are stored that's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. Where's the slave ship at? That wasn't like a model of what it looked like. Where's the actual slave ship that was preserved? And I know people go like, oh, they was burnt. No, because if you look at it, when it comes to the actual size of the cargo ships, they weren't made to much later. The passenger ships that would have carried as much slaves as they claimed that came over, it wasn't made too much later, so it makes you think. And there's more and more evidence that is bringing up the fact that there's a very high possibility black folks, or excuse me, I don't even want to say black folks, darker complexion people were already here in America before slavery even happened. And I'm gonna give y'all a little insight, because I'm gonna go off a little detour. Hey, thank you very much for tuning in. If you got a question about your birthday, you want to know more about it, drop your birthday in the comments. And if you want to add a question like, hey, what career path should I go down? Hey, does such and such, is it a good idea to go out with such and such? Let me know. Oh man, they did. Nobody want to do nothing. Maybe I should address the fact that I see him. Why does it feel like somebody's watching me? Hey, but still, hey, what it boils down to, because now, so if you want to sit there and get rid of somebody's history, which we know that certain people out there do that, you get some group of people together, and then you separate them, and you make one people experience a certain part, and you make another people experience another part, and you get rid of the leaders and people that document things, and then you create the history for them. That has been done countless times over the humanity's existence, so many daggone times. That's why you have to believe the knowledge you were taught in school until you go out and figure it out for yourself. And then you will know. But yeah, no, I'm trying to think. So continuing on with the birthday, the birthday was February, right? So you take the 2, you add 3, or you take 2, you add 1. You get 3, you add the 6, you get 9, you add 2, you get 11, you add 2 again, you get 13, you add 6, you get 19, 1 plus 9 equals 10. So like how I did with the guy's birthday earlier, children born on this date, their life path number will be 1, their day number will be 7. So they're going to be very similar to like what I said about the guy earlier. The only difference is that they're born a year of the snake. Snakes are known for being very wise individuals, like very innately wise individuals. And I know a lot of people are confused sometimes, as in, like, don't be a snake, right? Snake was a backstabbing person. Snake people are actually very daggone loyal. Like actually, my brother from another mother that really was like the only other, like outside of my actual family, the only person I really consider like a brother, he was a snake. Very loyal individual. A lot of people I meet that are snakes, very wise, they're very witty, and they're very loyal individuals to the cause they want to be loyal to. So snakes are not really backstabbing people. So and then also they're born in let me see here. It's not Pisces yet, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's still Aquarius. We might still be on Aquarius. So depending on, I'm gonna do it for both. Also, if they're Aquarius, they're gonna be rebellious. But knowing them, they're going to do it in a very intelligent way to where they're going to walk. They're going to walk at the beat of their own drum. They're going to do it very intelligently, and they're going to be very aggressive about it. So these are going to be the type of people you can't tell them what to do. They're going to do what they want to do. If they're born in the Pisces, Pisces might be a little bit more, depending on whether male or female, might be a little bit more appeasing to the crowd in front of your face, but then go home and do something completely different. And they're probably more likely going to surround themselves with people that will allow them to put up that face. And I'm not saying that Pisces people are fake. That's not them being fake. That's how they roll. You know, Pisces people are known for, in a sense, finding strays and helping uplift people, help building them up. But in turn, that allows them to kind of live and perpetrate a life that they want to live. You know, now if they're living a life that exactly they want to live, and that's fine. You know, but if they're like trying to portray one, they'll do that too. It's just within them. Let me see. I know not every time I'm going live, we're going to have like hundreds of people watching this though. But I mean, like, I like to do them from time to time. And like I said, the more you're going to hear me say it 50 more times in this video, you know, and I'm not trying to steal your information, but like I said on the video, it says birthday reading. So if you're curious about your birthday, you want to learn more, drop it in the comments. I got you. See, look, as soon as I said that, somebody left. So I'm learning now. I'm going to do an experiment this week. This is Monday. So it looks like Monday, around before I go to work, really isn't a good time for a live. But hey, if you watch this video afterwards and you have a good time, like I work off a mountain time. If there's a good time that you would want to see the lives, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Also, if you just got a general question, whether it's about numerology, astrology, your natal chart, if it's about life, it's about the daggone, whatever's going on, drop it in the comments. I will reply back to you. Let's have a conversation. But hey, until then, well, I'm going to ask. So, hey, person watching, you want to drop your birthday in the comments and I'll give you some information? If you want to. I'm not going to force you to, though. But, yeah, no, if y'all really curious about your birthday, y'all really curious about numerology and astrology, you know, you can either drop your birthday in the comments now and I can give you that information about it. Or after this video posted, you can go back to it, drop your information in the comments there. Any questions that you want. I'm going to talk about anything. To be honest, if I don't know anything about it, you know, I'm not gonna comment on it. But see, there was the answer right there. But other than that, people, enjoy your time.